Welcome to the PBG Golden Mitchells. So what this is we here playing board games. We don't play a lot of board games, surprised to not. There was I got through the first 3 pages of 2015 and I was like, this is good. And then there was 40 pages remaining and I'm like, okay, we're going to stop here. Because I imagine, it's Justin. I got a haircut for the PBG Golden Mitchells. So, what we have a list here of the top game of all the games that we played from 2015 to 2016 that I could find in my 10 minutes of searching through each year. I stopped after a certain point when it hit and I was like, I'm done. I'm not going to dig any deeper. Mike and Mitch, there's some games that they have not played.
44.
Lists. And we're going to divvy it up by year and go through it. I feel like we should start with 2016 because that's the year that just happened.
Is this 2016?
Yeah, the black is 2016.
Oh, black is 2016. Blue is 2015.
All right.
So here's some games that came out in 2016 that we have played on our show. We've played Scythe. You guys both know what that one is.
Yep.
We've played the Arkham Horror, the card game. You two haven't played that, but I have. Sushi Go Party, Secret Hitler, Imhotep, World's Fair 1893, Kanagawa. Mitch has not played that one.
Nope.
Seafall, Covert, Karmika. Mitch has not played that one. Dingo's Dreams. Mitch has not played that one.
God, Mitch, play some games already.
Spheres of Influence. Only Mike played that one.
Only I
here.
played that one.
Whoa.
Yeah. Burger Up. Only I've played that one. Draconis Invasion. I don't think Mitch has played that one.
I don't think so.
Lost in Ryla. Mitch hasn't played that one. Street Kings.
Mitch hasn't played that one.
And Mintworks. Only I have played.
Shit. All right, so I played Seafall. Cool.
So 2016. The thing is, the hardest part is this because the Playing Board Games channel, we generally don't try to be up to date or play the hypest games. Otherwise, we'd only be playing Pandemic Legacy, Scythe, and Kingdom Death Monster. I mean, 2 out of 3 ain't bad, but it's not like we're only buying new games. We're trying to get games from all sides of the universe and playing them throughout. So there was a lot of popular games on that list that we actually did not play. So with these Golden Mitchells, it's more of a kind of what we've played of the 2016 year. So it's kind of in a vacuum of the things that we have experienced. I mean, I'd love to have the money to just play every game and just throw them out the window after and, wipe my butt with components from a game.
Sure,
but, we don't have that kind of money. What the fuck have you? Well, Mitch has been working his job, and Mike's been doing that too, so...
Yeah. So I don't know.
It's
It's been a blur. 2016. It's just been a blur.
So then, what of these games is Blood Rage was 20 on the 2015 list. It's on our 2015 list. Don't you worry, OC Brad.
Yeah.
I was going by when the Board Game Geek release dates were.
This is just 2016 we're talking about right now.
Yeah. So we played a lot more of the 2015 games, which makes sense.
I mean, it's been 2 years.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start by talking about what was probably one of the most anticipated games of 2016, which was Seafall, which has completely lost all hype.
Do you think that was the most anticipated game of 2016?
Or Scythe, of the ones that we played. I saw so many people clamoring for Seafall, and I've not seen a game suddenly drop off the Board Game Geek list immediately.
It disappeared.
Yeah. Because it just took a few bad reviews for people to be like, no, I don't want this anymore.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We've played it 3 times. We've played the prologue, Game 1 and Game 2.
Yeah.
And we're probably going to move ahead even without Eric if we can't get a hold of him because he's busy and we got to keep it going. So us 3 will have a chance to actually win the game for once.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Yeah.
So the thing is with Seafall, I don't really know exactly Seafail. Or Seafall. He just had a space in between it. So if you say what he said, it's Seafall, more like Seafall. You're just like, what? I don't really know what that game is yet.
Yeah.
I need to feel like I need to play it more.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like
we haven't really felt it out yet.
I feel like we need to finish it.
Yeah.
Or you can really give it a good.
Yeah. We need to finish it.
It has some good mechanics, and it's fun so far. It's not dropping off the face, or not dropping off our radar yet.
No, I've enjoyed the games we've played so far.
Yeah.
So jumping out, what were the favorite games that you guys played off this list? What was the one? I like Scythe, but I also feel like at the same time Scythe, you just do the same thing each game. right?
Yeah.
You just like, you're like, okay, what do I need? I need
tried
these
it.
resources to
Yeah.
build these up to do this, but it
Yeah.
always is done the same, right?
Yeah.
I always tried different strategies.
You try different strategies, but like the approach to
Yeah.
do these strategies is the same principle. Get resources,
Yeah.
take actions to produce the things with
Yeah.
those, you know?
One thing I like about Scythe, but this is more of a Mitchell thing, is that I feel like I'm getting better at it slowly but surely. I have yet to win, but I feel
Okay.
like I'm so close.
You're not gonna like me for this.
Uh-oh.
On the YouTube video of the game we just played,
Yeah.
if you attacked me,
Fuck.
ties go to the attacker. I did not know that. Yeah. What? I know.
No.
Yeah, tie goes to the attacker.
That's
Are you
weird.
sure?
Yeah.
I thought it was the defender.
I thought it was too. That's the problem when you have a billion board games in your head.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. And the worst part is, I feel bad for when stuff like that happens.
Yeah, but-
because,
Oh.
you know,
I thought the same too. Like,
But, like-
I thought it was defender.
it's like one of those things that, like, it comes across that I just skew the rules.
I mean, we
in
all
my
agreed.
favor.
I mean, we all agreed on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now
Yeah.
you know. Now you know. Confirm Mitch.
Mitchell and Scythe.
It would have changed things.
Um,
Some of these games we've only played once. World's Fair.
What was your most surprise that it was better than you thought it was going to be? Like most surprising game of 2016.
So this is not my favorite game that we played.
This is the most surprising. So like we went into it either knowing nothing and it turned out like better than you thought or even worse than you thought. Most surprising.
Oh,
I
most
guess.
surprising. You know, probably Imhotep was the most surprising game.
I was going to say the same
I was gonna
thing.
say something.
Weird.
That game is really complex.
Yeah.
When I was looking at the pictures and I thought, how much of a game is here?
Yeah.
And then when I was reading the rule
Ooh,
book,
let's build pyramids.
sometimes I'm immediately like, this game's going to be fun. And with Imhotep, I'm like, oh, this game's neat.
Yeah.
And then when I played it to realize the complexity that was layered in the decisions that you could make as a player,
Yeah.
really surprised
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
I really like that one actually. Yeah.
Also, just want to say a little shout out to our good friend Sushi Go Party because like it did everything that Sushi Go did, but 100 times better.
Yeah, it's true.
Which actually makes me sad that our only copy of Sushi Go is in Toronto because I gave it away because we're never going to play Sushi Go again. But we don't own Sushi Go Party. Travis does.
Yeah. Right.
So you know it's a bit of a
Yeah.
bit of a pickle. Imhotep is the ogre's. It's like an onion. Yeah, Imhotep is like an onion.
It has layers.
Yeah.
What would be if there was one game on this list that you would never want to play again and you'd be okay with it? Which one would it be?
Oh fuck.
Which one's the
What are the few I've played? I don't remember which one is Covert.
that's the spy game where it's the Cold War?
Oh,
Moving
that
each
one,
and
yeah,
around
yeah.
the board.
That one was fun.
I mean, I liked them all, but
Yeah.
the ones, if I had to pick one, I would never play again. Maybe World's Fair.
Yeah, the one that you could just. I mean, you only played it once, but if it just took it out of your brain, you
Yeah.
wouldn't miss it.
It'd be spheres of influence.
Yeah, I'd probably do like.
Mine would be sphere. Yeah.
Mine would probably be Lost in Ryla. I've only played it once, and I felt like I got the game in that one
Yeah,
time.
it's an easy game.
Yeah.
It's meant.
Mintworks. I played that with Julie for a couples therapy episode that hasn't come out yet. It's a little worker placement game it comes in a mint container, and you use little mint tokens for your actions. Plays in about 15 minutes, and it's actually I had a surprisingly good time with it. So I'm hoping to buy a copy of it when it comes out on paper.
Cool.
Burger Up looked fun, really fun. too.
Burger Up was very fun. I want to get that on paper as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, so then I guess the question is, what is your golden Mitchell of 2016? Why don't we let Mitchell go first?
There's one game, I'm just such a sucker for this type of game. It's Secret Hitler. I fucking love party deduction games so much. I'm obsessed with them.
All right, so this is where I add the graphic of just.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that, but just imagine it.
You just imagine
you did do
if,
that.
if Justin did.
Yeah.
Waffle House, how's it going? Mike, what about you? What is your golden Mitchell of 2016?
Golden Mitchell of 2016.
Mitchell is my golden Mitchell. Next to Spanite.
This is a tough one for me.
It is a very tough one. Secret Hitler is up there on this list for 2016, definitely.
Mine is probably
think-
between three games.
I think
right now.
mine's Kanagawa.
Kanagawa, really?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Nice. All right.
It
Well,
was very fun.
there we go.
It sounds wet when you do
It
it.
is the golden Mitchell. So,
It's wet.
so the golden Mitchell goes to Kanagawa from Mike. Waffle House, thank you so much for the host. So Secret Hitler was going to be my choice. And then you said it, and I thought, okay, I'm going to diversify. 'Cause
Right.
Secret Hitler is really good. I'm going to go out on a weird limb.
Weird limb.
I'm
Which
going to
limb
say
is this?
my golden...
He's gonna choose a game from 2014.
my golden Mitchell of 2016 is Glenmore. So the 2016 for me is going to be Sushi Go Party.
Nice. Yeah.
Because we each have our own little thing that we judge our awards by. That's why awards are ultimately meaningless, right? Like they are.
go, yeah.
Right? Like,
My awards are meaningless.
it's just one of those things that like it's all opinion. But to me,
Yeah.
Sushi Go Party. When I was out in Toronto, I showed probably like 6 people the game, and they all loved it, and were immediately like, "We need to come back and play more board games." So I couldn't do that with any other game on this list.
Yeah.
So that's why this one gets my Golden Mitchell. All right, so here 2015. We'll probably have a lot more to say about this one.
Yeah.
All right, so here's some games that came out in 2015 that we played on our show. Pandemic Legacy, Blood Rage, Time Stories, Codenames, Seven Wonders Duel, Mysterium, XCOM the board game. Mike did not play that one.
No.
Above and Below, Ashes, Rise of the Phoenixborn, only I played that one. Isle of Skye, Spectre Ops, The Grizzled, Broom Service, Between Two Cities, Exploding Kittens, Mitch did not play that one. Harbor, Lanterns, Burgle Bros, Mike did not play that one. Bloody Inn, Dice City, I don't think you played that one.
Dice City?
Yeah.
Isn't that where you... No, never mind.
Bloody Inn, I said that one. Dead Men Tell No Tales, only I played that one. A Study in Emerald, Sylvian, I don't think you played that one.
I don't think I've played that one.
You have, that's the one with the fire, the forest fire.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Artifacts Inc., Vault Wars, and Dr. Eureka. These are all games that I think...
So many good ones.
Yeah, 2015,
It was
of the games we
good.
played in 2015,
Yeah.
a lot better than 2016.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think I got a question.
Yeah.
Underdog that we probably should have played more of. That we didn't play enough.
Pandemic Legacy.
Well, we played a lot of that.
Underdog that we should have played more of?
Mine's The Grizzled.
Grizzle's great.
Oh, man.
We played it like twice.
Oh, no, we played it more.
Have you guys played it?
Yeah, Mitch and I played it a lot.
I-
we played, Travis and Brent, I played it with them.
Oh, nice.
Brent liked it so much that he went out and bought it after.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like,
If I was to buy a game, that's the next one I would
The
buy.
Grizzled
That one,
is-
It's in my top 3 for sure. I love the Grizzled.
after we finished playing the Grizzled, I was like, that was like an art form in like a
It is,
board
it
game.
was,
Like, 'cause
yeah.
I really felt like a team. And like I
Yes.
felt the struggle.
Yeah.
And like when you were like, I'm sorry, I have to do this, and you put down a bad card,
Yeah.
I was just like, I was mad, but then I was like, oh no, wait, this is how it is. This is what it is. Like this is war,
Yeah.
right? Sometimes you see your friend get shot in the face, and he plays a bullet card, and that's what it is.
Yeah.
So what was these would be the games that is most disappointing?
Most disappointing.
Because I have mine in a heartbeat
It's
forever.
Time
Oh,
Stories. I can guess yours.
No, Spectre Ops.
Oh yeah. That one was very disappointing.
I absolutely despise Spectre Ops.
Yeah.
That game was
Yeah.
just a nightmare because
it was no fun and none of the times we played it.
yeah, it's one of those things that like, as the bad guy of like the people who are trying to not get spotted, you're constantly out of the way, but you feel like you're about to get caught,
Yeah.
and so it's stressful. And as the good guys, you're constantly close, but you never see them.
Yeah.
So you feel like you're not even doing anything.
Yeah,
It's literally the worst experience for both players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just everyone's stressed for a very long time and then the hidden guy wins.
Yeah, and the hitting guys always won.
Yeah.
Because
Every single time they
it
won
takes
for us.
3 hits to kill them,
Yeah.
right? And you're lucky if you see them twice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's just like, it's one of those things that like, Letters from Whitechapel is a billion times better.
Oh, 100
because
times.
you can plan ahead and talk,
Yeah.
right? With Spectre Ops, there's nothing. There's nothing I liked about that game in the times I've played it.
Yeah.
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 I agree.
I agree as well.
A few. So there's a lot of things on this list. I feel like what we should do is we should go through and kind of like, because this one I have a lot more to say about than 2016.
Yeah,
So
there's-
Edith,
yeah.
2016, you elected Donald Trump as a president. So Pandemic Legacy is probably one of the best board game experiences
It
I've
was
had.
amazing.
Yeah.
It was unreal.
Blood Rage is
It's great.
it's an extension and like a reimagining of one of my favorite games, Chaos in the Old World.
Yeah.
I like Chaos in the Old World more, but Blood Rage is still very good. Time Stories. Mitch needs to play more of Time Stories.
Yeah, I never actually finished it. I really enjoyed the
Yeah.
what I have played on it.
The problem with Time Stories is like it's really hit or miss.
Yeah.
Right? Like Asylum and
I mean,
Prophecy of Dragons were so good, and Marcy Case was like disappointing.
yeah, and I think it also depends on your
Group.
well, not just on the group, but your perception of the time, I guess, right? Because you could go through the game, and if you're lucky, you hit the right story points, and the game makes sense as you progress through it.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes you don't hit those story points, or you miss them somehow, and then it doesn't break the game, but it feels like it breaks the game to the player, right?
I also wish.
Marcy Case felt that way for us. We felt like we broke it.
Well, I also wish that like there was an ending, a bad ending.
Yeah.
With each of them, you can play continuously until you win,
Yeah.
right? You can actually you can fail in one of them, in one of the games, at least that we found. But everything else it was just kind of like, okay, so you want me to win, but the thing is, they're kind of like have this storytelling aspect. Could you imagine you're watching a movie and you get to choose the ending no matter what it is, and like you're just gonna choose the good ending, right?
Yeah.
Right? Like there's no failure, which makes it so when you play it, there's no stress. Like when we played Prophecy of Dragons after Marcy Case, I was very much just like, let's just have fun, let's just do it, because Asylum had this impact of that time mattered and you can lose.
Yeah.
But after Marcy Case, I was
didn't
like,
feel
I
that
could
way.
just do this as much as I want, right?
Yeah.
So
Prophecy of Dragons definitely brought that back, though.
yeah, Prophecy of Dragons was the second best. Asylum is still the best one.
Yeah, Asylum is still the best one.
Yeah. I've heard good things about Under the Pyramid. So.
Yeah.
Codenames. We've all played that game.
Yep. Yeah, it's fantastic.
good.
It's
It's
a good
good.
game to
It's a good
pull
game.
out for people who aren't used to board games. It's so
Yeah.
quick to learn, and
We got a free copy of it. We won it in a raffle. So that was
Yeah.
baller. Yeah.
Baller.
yeah,
Seven Wonders Duel.
I really like it.
Now check out mad at me because I accidentally cheated that one time when I played with Eric, which
Oh, where
Yeah.
they got
Yeah.
shifted a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then in the chat they were like, "Here's video evidence of Justin being a cheater." So Under the Mask, sorry, not
Under
Under
the
the
Mask.
Pyramids. But Seven Wonders Duel, I love that one. The problem is I can't play it a lot because it's very stressful.
It is very stressful. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you played it a lot, it would get old fast.
Yeah, I can see that.
I feel like it's a good game to bring out once in a while, have some fun with, and then put it away.
Mysterium is probably one of our most played games on this show.
Yeah, it's.
And we
really
haven't
good.
played it in a while.
Yeah, last time I played was November
Yeah.
5th, or whenever Extra Life was.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
extra
actually.
life thing. Yeah.
Above and Below, I love that game.
What about XCOM, yo?
Yeah, my problem with
I
XCOM,
loved it.
I love. Okay, so what I love about XCOM is the timing. When you have to work together in the timing.
I think that's all I like.
But then, as soon as the problem is, you can make all these awesome decisions, but then it comes down to if you roll a 5 or a 6, right? So it's like you can plan all this stuff,
yeah,
but then you have like a 2 out of 6 chance to fail it, right?
true,
Yeah.
true.
So,
yeah,
or to pass it, and then everything else to fail.
yeah.
If there was different mechanics where you had resources that you could put to make this a more sure thing than this,
Right.
I'd be a lot more into it.
I
but
agree. Yeah, yeah. I don't think the mechanics were that good, but I loved the team feel and
I feel like if
the
more-
rush of that game was so good.
If more games had that time aspect, that'd be
Yeah.
pretty sick. Space Alert is a game that people. It's the one where
Yeah.
you're on a ship that's crashing, and you're like, you have like 10 minutes to play the game, but like things are going crazy. And it's not
Yeah.
Space Team;
Not Space.
it's Space Alert.
Space. Oh, because there's a bunch of those ones.
Space Alert is.
I've heard of. I've looked at them all.
I want Space Alert bad. It's kind of like if you're on an FTL ship and it's going down, and you have to,
Space Command looks good too. Is that's the one where each person takes a different role?
Oh yeah, that one. I remember some person recommended that one to us, but it needs like 8 to play well.
Yeah, I know.
jeez.
Yeah, so
I know.
we can't do that one, unfortunately.
Yeah, it looks interesting though. It would be a cool game to actually get a game of it going somehow.
Space Alert is Vlada Chavtil, however you say that name. But he's a pretty prolific designer. Yeah. He makes good games. I want to play Space Alert. He also makes his rule books are apparently a bit cheeky. There's like one game called Dungeon Pets where old monsters die, and then meat is added to the market. And in the rulebook, it says, "Don't worry, the monsters are taken somewhere else. The fact that more meat comes to the market is merely a coincidence. Don't worry about your monsters."
That's funny.
Above and Below, we've played a lot of.
It's fun. It's good.
My only downside
Yeah.
is that you always seem to get the same adventures.
Yeah.
Right.
It seems to happen a lot.
Yeah, and you never get the ones that have the things. We've only had one time that someone's gotten one of the extra characters.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Isle of Skye. I love that game. That's the one where you're each building villages.
Yeah.
And
the
the scoring system changes, and you buy tiles from other players. I think you've only played it once.
Oh, I do remember. Yeah. Yeah, I totally remember it now. Yeah. Yeah.
That one-
you set like a price for each of your 3 tiles,
Yes.
and you set a price.
Yeah. I played it
for 2
twice
of them.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's good.
And then, but I love that as the mechanic of like every single time you play the game, it's a different rules basically.
Yes.
You don't play it
Yeah.
the same way.
There was one time when Mike and I played it, and the two things were completely different. One was like most vertical, and then the next one it was like biggest ocean. And Mike and I were
Oh,
just both like,
jeez.
the game was completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we were looking for different tiles. The Golden Mitchells are the Playing Board Games Board Game Awards.
She sounds mad. What the fuck are the Golden Mitchells?
The Grizzled we talked about. That game's fantastic.
You missed Spectre Ops.
We already talked about it.
Broom Service.
Room Service.
great.
After we played that on Tuesday, I forgot how much I liked that game. How
And the
well it's
advanced
designed.
rules,
Yeah,
once I got home and I thought about the advanced rules, and in my head I'm like, that was a completely different game.
yeah.
Like,
Really?
it was
Have
just-
I played the
No,
No,
we
no.
played for the first time on
For
Tuesday.
first time on Tuesday, we played the advanced rules. It's the other side of the board.
Whoa.
And there's like different
I didn't know there
tiles, and
was
you can
another side.
warp around the board.
Whoa.
It's like Golden Showers, but with Mitchell.
Between Two Cities.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, that game's really good, and I just can't get over how clever
It is.
the title of the game is. Like, if you know,
I don't remember which one is this.
That's the
So
one.
you build the cities in between each player.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, that one.
And you share points, and then your
I
lowest
love
score.
that one.
The rule of your lowest score
Yeah.
is your score. It's
Yeah.
just like,
I really like that one. Every time we pull it out.
Harbor. That's the one where there's
exploding kittens.
yeah, we give you. There's the little market in the middle with the resources that you when you buy resources they
It's not my
change.
favorite.
It's not
Oh,
my
right.
favorite, but
Yeah.
I mean, like it's fun.
It's a fun little game.
Is it fun though? Do I have fun playing Harbor, or do I just like?
It's fun because it's short.
Yeah.
If it was even like 5 or 10 minutes longer, it would not be fun.
I feel like we
anymore.
need to play it with more than 2 people.
It's-
Most of the time we played it with 2 people.
We played it with 3.
Yeah, but like once.
Yeah.
We should have, like. It probably gets better with that.
Lanterns came out in 2015.
Yeah, Lanterns came out in 2015. Blue Sapphire, how's it going?
2015, huh?
Lanterns, I also love that game.
But yeah, I
See,
mean,
that's the one game that never clicked with me like it has with everyone else. Everyone else, you guys always go crazy on it, and I've never really.
I mean, it's
loved
because
that
it's
one
really
as much as
simple,
you
I
guys.
think, but it's still there's still a bit of strategy to it. I mean, it's less strategy of like direct competition. I think it's just sort of strategy of the puzzle with yourself, right? Because the only really thing you can do to block anybody else is to take away a lot of colors, and then they can't get those colors anymore. That's really the only thing you can do. Because you don't know that you're blocking someone in a spot. You can't do that on purpose. Unless someone was just like, I want this spot. And then you're like, yeah, right? That's
Right.
the only way you can do it. But we don't talk about usually where tiles are going to go.
Yeah.
So the only active thing you can do is to block people is to take away the color cards. Which we've only used it in a strategy of like, if I place this tile down, I'll get this color, and then no one else will get another card, and then I'm one step ahead.
You're very good at Lanterns, too.
I am.
Like, that's one game you're very good at. It's another game that I used to introduce people into gaming. What's this picture?
It's a puppy, I bet.
Whoops!
But you saw what happened there.
Yeah, I saw what happened there.
Oh, that's cute.
It's Caitlin's mom's new puppy.
Yeah, that's cute. 1 second, Caitlin. Let's just give you your sword back.
Here you go.
No, it's
No, Justin, click the ban button.
Yeah, I was-
Justin actively banned you.
I was going to click the link, and then you posted puppy, and it put the ban button right to where I was clicking at the exact same time. All right. Burgle Bros. Mitch and I played.
You said it wasn't that good.
I don't get the hype. I don't
Which
get
one
the-
is this?
That's the one where they're
Was
kind
there a
of
lot
robbed
of
the
hype
building.
around it?
I mean, there seems to be like.
I
That's
didn't
the one
think
where
there
we
was
were
a lot
robbing
of-
the building and we moved around and we had to
Oh
try
yeah,
stuff.
I didn't
remember
think
that.
I didn't see a lot of hype on it. I thought it looked cool.
Yeah, it looked neat. I mean, like I think we should play. I should play it again.
I think that's it. I think we need to try
yeah.
it again. But
I would definitely like to.
You like?
I
Yeah, you
don't-
would like to play it.
Yeah, I would like to play it.
Yeah.
Because I've seen it and I've looked at it and I've seen other channels play it, but it's just I would like to try it. Bloody Inn was.
Bloody and I liked that one.
We
I've-
played it how many times?
Once.
Like we only played it once.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I want to play it again. The problem was that game made me very sad
Yeah.
Yeah.
because I felt like I had nothing to do.
Except
and then
for
you,
kill people.
And then you won. And then I won. I was
Did
just
I
like,
win?
yeah, you won. You crushed us. And then I was just like, how did Mike do all that? I was just trying to do this.
Yeah.
But the game's already over. So I feel like I need to go into that. Invisible Simmer, how's it going?
Good, I
knowing
hear
knowing that there's less time than you think.
Right.
Yeah.
Dice City, we just played this one on Tuesday.
Tuesday.
I don't like that game that much.
It's a weird one.
Yeah,
It's
like,
big.
it has aspects that are neat,
Yeah, it has some mechanics that are cool.
but
Like
the problem is you're powerless to your dice. Like you can do some things.
it's back to the dice mechanic.
Yeah.
You're relying on dice for combat essentially, right? You're relying on the dice to decide what you do. I mean, there's ways that you can manipulate the dice.
But like, say for
But-
example, like if you even miss just like a little bit, it can be the thing between winning the game and losing the game.
yeah,
Just
having
by
a bad dice roll.
Yeah.
Like
We are doing the Golden Mitchells, where we give out our best, our favorite games of 2016 and 2015. We finished 2016. Our awards were Mitch gave one to Secret Hitler, Mike gave his to Kanagawa, and I gave mine to Sushi Go Party. And we're just doing 2015 right now. Dead Men Tell No Tales is a cool co-op game where you go into a burning pirate ship that is filled with ghosts and skeletons to get treasure out before it explodes.
how was it?
James and I played it. It's fun.
Sounds cool.
Yeah.
Sounds cool. It's good.
Before it explodes, is it very much like the other game? The name's escaping me, where you go in and you try to get out before.
No,
Infiltration?
no, it's not like Infiltration. It's more
Oh,
like
okay.
Pandemic,
Oh,
where it's like
okay.
at the end of your turn, bad stuff happens. Infiltration is very cool,
It's very
and it's
good
the only
game.
game I know with that kind of mechanic. Next year, there better be top 10 lists. I don't like doing top 10 lists.
They're hard.
Top 12.
Well, the feel is like
Top
what I would rather do is give
6.5.
like I'd rather give like
Yeah.
4 awards of just like my favorite games,
Yeah.
and not put them into a list.
Yeah.
You know?
Give them as like a group instead of a list.
Because I can't like the thing is like I liked Scythe and Sushi Go Party, but like
They're totally different.
which one do I give first? Which one do I give second?
Yeah.
But I feel like YouTube loves lists.
It
So if
does.
we said,
but
like,
it would. I think the way around that is to not do like a top 10. It's just here's my
10.
eight favorite games of 2016.
Yeah.
Right. It's not a top. It's
and
just.
none of you are allowed to discuss. Well, we actually never talked about this. I sprung this on them as they walked.
Yeah, I didn't know we were doing
Yeah.
No, I think you. Well, I.
Well,
remember
we
you
knew it was
talking about
happening,
Yeah.
but I just sprung it on them. Like I actually also literally decided like 5 minutes before Mike came.
Yeah.
So it sounds like it has a good theme.
Yeah, it was fun, but it's one of these things that like every game that has the pandemic type of thing, I'm like I'd rather just play pandemic
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
so much better designed.
Yeah.
And then you play Pandemic, and you're like, I just want to play Pandemic Legacy.
Yeah.
And the cycle continues.
A Study in Emerald, we played that one once. That was that really weird Cthulhu deck building game when it's split into hidden teams, and there's like you go around the board and you like go into cities to like do things,
I
and
don't remember this one.
it was
Did I play it?
yeah you won it. It was
Nice, Mitch.
it was me, Mitch, me, Eric, and Mike on one team, and you on the other team by yourself, and you beat us all by yourself.
Oh,
But I feel like
kinda
the
rings a
fact
bell.
that
None of us remember.
shows that the game kind of wasn't really
Yeah.
memorable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sylvian is a very challenging game that I love, but I
don't think
can't.
we've ever won.
No, I can't give it enough to be like, hey, it's very pretty.
It's very pretty.
hard. Artifacts Incorporated is neat. Vault Wars is neat. Dr. Rika is fun, but it's not a board game.
It's a
Yeah.
dexterity
Yeah,
game.
it's not a game.
Yeah.
It's an activity to do children to make sure they're not,
I love Dr. Who.
I love Doctor Who.
Oh yeah, I love it too.
It's so
For
fun.
children.
Yeah.
So now here's the hard question. This list is a lot bigger
Yeah.
and a lot harder. The
Oh yeah, this section right here.
For me, the answer is easy.
What's your Golden Mitchell, Mitch?
Spectre Ops?
No, yeah. My Golden Mitchell goes the first game you mentioned actually, which was the Grizzled. That one has since the first time we played it, that one has just shot up to the top of my list. It's so good to me. I enjoy every game I played with it. And what I really like is that even when I lose, I enjoyed the shit out of it.
Yeah, it's true.
And it's one of the few co-op games that don't have a mechanic that's like Pandemic, where everyone has a turn and then bad stuff happens. It's more like you have to fight against the deck and each other to do something.
Yeah, it's true.
Game of the Year's Lotus. We wish we played Lotus. And that's the thing is, like, we also want to play more games. Mike, I actually have no idea for this one. I need to take a few minutes.
Golden Mitchell.
Mix versus mechanics.
I mean,
Sounds like
okay,
a
so
good game.
I don't. Pandemic Legacy was great.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to give this award to Pandemic Legacy because I think it just should get a bigger reward. Like, it's just like. Is that weird? I don't know.
Is it? I mean, like, that's the thing about these awards, right? They ought to. You decide your own thing, right?
Yeah. I feel like Pandemic Legacy is a step above everything else on this list.
Yeah.
So I want to give the Golden Mitchell to a different game.
Okay. So you hear that Pandemic? That's like when you go to the awards and it's like fucking Roger Deakins is one of the best cinematographers in the world.
Exactly.
But like he's so good that he's above these other guys, so we got to give it to somebody else. And he's been nominated like 12 times and never won.
Yeah.
We're doing 2015 right now.
Yeah.
Trashorama.
But it's hard. It's still hard.
Yeah, because Pandemic Legacy is just calling you back, isn't it?
is.
Yeah.
Just give it to Pandemic Legacy.
Yeah. If you can't choose something else,
Choose
it's
your
calling
top,
for you.
Choose your top game.
Give it to Roger Deakins. It's his chance.
Don't just nominate
Yeah,
him.
okay. I'll give it to Pandemic Legacy because I've never had more fun with a board game than with Pandemic.
Cool. I have no idea what to do.
Well, two are off the list now. You don't have to get it to either.
My,
I mean, you
my
could.
number
still.
2 would be Between Two Cities.
My number 2 would be Mysterium.
You know?
Yeah, that's a good number 2. That'd be very close. to
So,
number
like, if
two.
I'm going to talk through mine, it's between, like, Mysterium, Isle of Skye, Broom Service, and Between Two Cities. It's between those 4.
All of those were on my list.
There's a lot of good games, right? I have no fucking idea. I like going last because now I'm like, Pandemic Legacy was also my Roger Deakins. Where I was
Right.
like, it was so good. And Grizzle was on there too. Yeah, the game I'm really excited to play. I'm going to give my Golden Mitchell of 2015 to Broom Service.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
The
hilarious.
the brave versus cowardly mechanic is
Yeah.
one of my favorite mechanics in board games because you actually have to be brave to do a brave action.
You actually do.
yeah,
Yeah.
and like I was just like when I was reading the rules the first time I was like, what the fuck does this even mean?
Yeah.
But then when I played the game I was like, that's cool.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just write these down so I can tweet about them later. So and also just for chat. So 2015. So Mitch was the Grizzled.
Mm-hmm.
So here are our awards for 2015. Mitch's was the Grizzled. Mike was Pandemic Legacy. And I was Broom Service.
Broom Service is very good.
And Mitch for 2016, you were Secret Hitler.
Yeah.
Mike was Kanagawa.
Mm-hmm.
And I was Sushi Go Party.
What is Kanagawa?
We could play it.
We should play it.
Yeah, we could play Mike's game of 2016. They'll be like, Mike, this sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Broom Service just had so many things that were good. And after playing the advanced rules last night, I realized there's an untapped market in that game that we haven't even begun to play.
No, there's so much more strategy on that side of the board. I was just like, and I even feel like I wasted playing. Like when we played on the back side of the board, and I didn't do a lot of the things that it added. I only did a couple of them.
Yeah.
I felt like I wasted playing that whole game because I didn't do it.
That's crazy.
So yeah, that was the first thing we did for the PPG Golden Mitchells. What I'm probably going to do is next year we're going to do 2017 and 2016 again to see if like we play anything else that's
Because
better.
we might play some more 2016
Yeah,
games.
that's also why I did 2015 because I was like, oh, there's so many games this year that we didn't play
Mhm.
that we played last year that were from last year's
Yeah,
release.
yeah,
So
definitely.
Right.
I like this format, and you can see if they're a two-time repeater because once again, awards don't really mean anything, right?
Nope.
There's like it's literally just marketing, right?
Just our
it's
opinion.
just marketing. So put the goal. I want to just have the day where a golden Mitch face is on the board game
But-
box.
Yes.
That's all I want.
It's so funny.
For YouTube now, you put PBG's top 6 games of 2015 and 16.
Mm-hmm.
That's the title of this video.
So then, or yeah, top, so yeah,
Top
best
6.
games. Top 3. Top 3 of 2015,
Yeah,
top
just
3 of
call it
2016.
top 3.
To 3.
Let's market it even better.
Market it even better.
Yeah.
Golden Mitchies is the kid version. Dr. Eureka would get the Golden Mitchies in my books.
Oh,
Or, I mean,
Well, okay,
or
then here's one last thing to go off of.
sure.
Of each year, what would be the game that you'd show your family to play?
ooh.
The Golden Mitchie of each year.
The Golden Mitchie, the family game.
Yeah.
I mean, like our personal family, or just like a family of nuclear family of 4.
It's your own decision. It's you are making the Golden Mitchie.
Clear family.
That's why. That's also like Sushi Go Party is still mine
I'd have to go with Sushi Go Party, I think.
for 2016.
Yeah, for 2016. For 2015,
Probably either Mysterium or Dr. Eureka. Or Codenames. Codenames is up there too.
I think
Codenames is my default to show someone
Yeah.
a new game.
Yeah.
It's just so easy to get someone into it.
Codenames would be mine for
But then,
2015.
and then I'd do Mysterium probably.
Yeah, I would do Mysterium over Codenames because I hate you guys.
Sounds good.
I feel for 2016, I feel like mine would be Burger Up, but I'm gonna go with Sushi Go Party because I've never played Burger Up.
Burger Up's fun. All right, that's it for the Golden Mitchies. Now let's play some board games.